Hello everybody and welcome to AFR 2010 series. I'm Bandcamp and joining me tonight is Apollo Pepsi.
Hi.
So we've got a new driver joining us tonight, BJ Oz. So good luck to him for his debut. Now, for you that don't know this series, the drivers are only allowed to use the preset setups, but they can choose any one of them. You are able to change your diff and brake bias on the fly. So, everyone getting ready to go. Just get all this set up. So it looks like Lotus is going to start from pole, Potsy from second, Keeper third, Nut up in fourth, Ali fifth, Smitty sixth, Big Al seventh, Matsoid in eighth, Kunai right in the middle almost in ninth place. Then you've got Major, Shrimp, Seb, Revo combined, Geordie, Wahid and BJ. Unfortunately in his first race starting all the way at the back.
That's unlucky.
But that could be a blessing in disguise, you know. Turn 1 and 2 can be very tricky around here.
But we can also tell his pace.
That's right. Fair amount of discussion before amongst the drivers about the performance of the Red Bull. Lots of people thinking it's overpowered, as we see someone going a McLaren at the back there. Don't know who it was. So, coming up to line up on the grid now. AI taking control. And we'll put everyone in their grid box. Last car coming into the spot now. Lights starting to light up. And we are racing. So fairly clean start. Oh, you see a Red Bull going very wide there.
That was Shrimp. Oh, wait, there's more collisions out of that. There's Matzoid and Major.
Matzoid and Major have dropped all the way down.
And wing damage has happened.
Geordie up 7 places from the start.
Safety car straight away.
And a lap 1 safety car, wow.
It's got Abu Dhabi again, man. Not in sector 1.
So Geordie, the big mover, 7 places in the first couple of corners. What a launch he must have had. Revo up 4 places.
Big loser, it's Matt down by 9.
Yeah, Major and Matsoid obviously having some kind of issue. You can see there's some damage on that McLaren. I think maybe the Red Bull as well.
The Red Bull. Yeah, they both got damage.
Yeah. So
And missing the whole left side.
well, at least they'll be able to pit and change those wings over. There is no mandatory stop.
And he just disconnected, I think.
Well, his AI is pitting anyway, so that's good for him. Oops. Ooh. Oh, the Ferrari of Potsy. Oh no, that was DC. I don't know what was going on there. Just saw him fly into the wall. But clearly, that's some connection issues.
Again. Oh, Geordie fast.
Oh no. After such a great start.
Jordy and Wahid both go 5 seconds already.
Go keeper, says Combat. Where is Keeper? He's gained 1 place in second. Hopefully he's not too dizzy being up that high. So we do have some timing glitches at the moment, but hopefully they will rectify themselves once we cross the start-finish line. Oh, these cars sound good. I miss the sound of these cars.
You wish you were racing instead?
Oh, I do actually, but you know, I really like this track, and you know, the challenge of it now is there's no DRS to assist you. There's no ERS, it's just fuel mix and what can you do with your car. So it's really bringing it back to the driver instead of, you know, who's able to manage their ERS and get that slipstream to stay in the toe in the DRS zone.
Also, who can be more brave on the brakes into corners as well.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a lot easier to lock up these cars.
And they do stop very quickly as well in comparison, because the cars are a lot lighter than the current hybrid era of cars. V8s, you can see Potsy jumping around a lot there. Also BJ up into 3rd place. Up 3 places. Sorry. Up 3 places from 17th to 14th. So I think we'll probably have another lap under the safety car, or no, coming in this lap.
Now Lotus is gonna lead it.
That's right, he's now effectively the safety car.
Last time he led was Ridden.
Well, he seems to have gone very early. He's going to catch the safety car.
No, he won't. Oh, no! Oh,
it did. It took control of his throttle there and slowed him down.
That also slowed Potsy's car.
That's a great angle there from the lead car, watching all the fighting happening behind.
Seb and Nut had a moment. I saw Wing come off.
Keeper trying to come back at Potsy. He goes up the inside. No contact. Keeper not giving up. He's going to be forced to go around the outside. What's he going to do? He tries to send it. He's running a little bit wide. He's got to be careful of that Red Bull behind of Ali, who's ready to pounce.
It's a great battle in mid-pack. You got...
Oh, as a Ferrari goes wide under immense pressure.
From 3rd to 12th, it's all looking the same.
Keeper for the moment able to keep these Red Bulls behind, but how much longer can he do it? Ali's right behind him now. He's getting a good toe down this straight. We know that the Red Bull doesn't have the greatest top speed, but when you've got...
Seb's got a run on Keeper.
Seb gets that move done.
I think Keeper has damage.
Well, Keeper's right behind Seb. He looks to the inside.
Oh, 3 wide behind them.
Yeah, 3 wide. Oh, the McLaren's touch.
Keeper's
gone around. That has not worked out well for Keeper. Dropping way down the field. He's going to have to be careful on re-entry. I think he gets away with it. Let's jump back up to this field. Let's have a look at Revo at the moment. Having a look at Geordie in the Ferrari. He's been able to keep that inside line. Running Geordie right to the edge of the track. and gains that place. Now he sets his sights on Nut. Nut doing very well in this series at the moment. So Lotus sets a new fastest lap. So Lotus with a 1.7 second lead at the moment. You can see this train of cars now. Not doing very well to plant his car in the middle of the track, creating some doubt about Levo's decision.
You got the Revo not going out of shot, then you got Ali Geordie. You jump back to Big Al, he's holding off Kunai combinedly, and the two Red Bulls, triple Maxoid.
Yeah, there's big trains everywhere.
I'm pretty sure I saw Shrimp and Maxoid go side by side with a long right-hander.
So, what can Revo do here? He's got a good toe. Is he going to run out of legs? Seb sets a new fastest lap, or 1:10.2. Revo not able to get the job done yet. Oh, he's had a good exit there.
Oh.
They're side by side. Nuts squeezing him right to the inside. There was plenty of banter between these two at the start of the race. Nuts lost the position, but he's not giving it up without a fight. Almost looked like the car's flashing his headlights, which he obviously doesn't have. So don't know what I can get. But Revo getting that position done. Made, however you want to say it. So we'll drop back to this fight with combined Kunai, Shrimp, Big Al, Wahid as well in the mix.
Keeping my joint on weed.
Oh, the Red Bull of Kunai had a very bad exit there. He loses a place to combined.
He'll get that back on toe.
Yeah, he's going to have a very good toe as long as he stays in behind him. He's not really staying behind. Has a look down the inside. Oh! The Red Bull of...
He pushed him wide.
And Wahid's gone wide. There's two cars off the track. Wahid has taken a big corner cut there.
Shrimp and Matzoid both went off as they were in the same spot.
Wahid under pressure from Matzoid now. The Ferrari getting sandwiched in there with nowhere to go.
Keeper's trying to round the outside.
Go back up with Kunai, and we can watch Combined and Big Al tussle it out.
Lowe's extended the gap to 2 seconds now. So 3-second pen.
BJ gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, sorry, Shrimp. BJ was for multiple warnings.
I don't know what Shrimp's pitting for. He's getting a new wing. He had it off.
Wahid makes a place on Matsoid there. Let's move back up to this fight between Ali, Geordie and Nut. Little trains all throughout the track at the moment.
Looks like Combine has a run on Big Al at the moment.
Jump on board with Combined. He goes for the outside line. They're side by side through turn 1. He's got the inside for turn 2, and he gets that place made. He's going to need to defend coming into this next section. You can see he's making his way to the inside. He holds that inside line, but that Red Bull's got a very good run. They're side by side, keeping it clean. And the Red Bull yields that position, but now under threat from Kunai.
I'd see hand off.
Geordie, 3-second time penalty.
Revo's caught up to battle for second now.
Yeah, only 5/10 behind Seb at the moment. Potsy's right there with Revo as well, so we'll jump up to this battle for second place. As Lotus now, amazingly, nearly 3 seconds out in front.
Shim just came back out pits again.
Yep. So he's going to be amongst the blue flags.
Yeah, he's in the way of the Red Bull. Don't know who it is though. He's in the way of Ali. They're ghosting through each other at the moment. Not entirely sure what's happening.
Well, yeah, he'd be ghosting because he's a lapped car, maybe. Oh no, we have a collision. Oh,
you turned ghosting off.
I don't know what happened there, but I went on board with it, and it was.
I think Ali's not showing up for Shrimp, or Shrimp's not showing up for Ali.
Yeah.
Could be on.
So,
All I can say is this is interfering with Bev's race.
all Red Bull and Ferrari side by side. There's contact.
That Shrimp just trying to. I don't know what Shrimp is doing. He's fighting with the people in front.
The cars are on top of each other.
I'm confused what's happening.
Oh, they must not see each other. I'm sure of it.
This is going to be interesting. Because Shrimp doesn't see blue flags, I think.
Already lap 13 of 18.
Seb has closed the gap to Lotus.
He has.
It was 3 seconds, now it's 1.4.
Maybe Lotus had a little bit of a mistake.
And by doing that, he's bringing Revo with him.
Well, in these cars especially, it's one thing to catch, it's another thing to get past.
Yeah, but straight is long enough to overtake on.
The gap down to 1 second now. Under 1 second. Potsy's dropped off the back of Revo. So they're obviously really starting to push now. Well, the timing says he's dropped back, but as Seb sets a new fastest lap at 109.9. That's a very quick time. Shrink gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Seb and Revo both up 10 places. Geordie up 9, Wahid up 7, Keeper down 12, and Smitty down 8. Might just drop down quickly to Big Al. He looks very close to major pain. Matzoid making the move on Big Al, trying to go down the inside. He had it for a minute, but then lost it right away. And Seb has got Lotus.
He got him into turn 1.
But Lotus is right behind him now. He's going to have the slipstream. He goes for the inside line. Seb trying to squeeze him as much as he can, but not able to make that jump. His combined YouTuber gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So 3 laps to go. Revo trying desperately to get past Lotus so Seb doesn't go off into the distance.
BJ is on wet tyres for some reason.
Whoops.
I wasn't. I think he replaced the wing and accidentally chose wets on his MFD.
Yeah. On the MFD is Revo having a look up the inside of Lotus now.
Bit of contact.
Revo just getting away with it. Lotus not wanting to give up that place, but he's still on the podium and there's still a couple of laps to go. Oh, Lotus with a 3-second time penalty. Geordie having a look at Nut. Another little train that's been going all race.
And Trip is still there.
Oh, we have a Ferrari off.
Yeah, it's BJ going off. I think combined just got 4.
Geordie within 3/10. But not able to close that gap down.
Where he'd had it off at turn 1, dropped down to 12 on 9.
Seb again with the new fastest lap of 109.8. So we are on the final lap now.
Only people that are close to Lotus and Geordie.
We'll jump up with Lotus as he'll be closest to the finish line. So Seb out in front by 2.3 seconds now. So Seb comes across the line, takes the victory, followed by Revo and Lotus.
Seb had a 10.
He did. Potsy coming across the line now, followed by Nut, Geordie, Ali. Ali jumps Geordie due to penalties, yeah. And then we have Combined coming in 8th place. Major just in front of Matsoy, but
they both jump combined.
Yeah.
Matsoy jumps both of them.
So Big Al getting the last point there.
Only 5 seconds.
So that concludes race 1. So there will be another 25% race following this. So Revo taking the victory due to penalties to Seb, and Lotus getting a well-deserved podium, leading for so much of that race as well. Alright, so there you go. Revo taking the win, followed by Seb and Lotus rounding out the podium. Just missing out was Potsy. Then we had Nut, Ali, Geordie, Matsoid, Major Payne and Big Al rounding out the points. Just missing out was Combined. Then we had Smitty, Kunai, Wahid, Keeper, Shrimp and BJ Oz. So, as I'm the host, I'll just have to pop away for a moment. I won't end the broadcast, but I do need to set the grid, so I will be back shortly. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Just needed to set the grid. So for the start of this race, it is the reverse finishing order from the race that just happened. So BJ will be starting from pole. And Revo will be starting from last. Yes, BJ on pole. So just get all this set up yet again. So this should make for a very interesting race. From memory, while you watched the 2010 series last Friday, how was the reverse grid race from a spectator's point of view? So the formation lap now coming to a close. Last couple of cars falling into their grid slots now. And lights are out and we are racing. Oh, I thought I saw some carbon fibre already. Yes, we have a McLaren that's already spun. Looks like that's major pain. All very close at the moment. 3 wide through there. Everyone battling for position. Seb already up 8 places, and we see some wing going there off the Ferrari. That's really unsettled Big Al, losing lots and lots of places now. Having a dive, and he's had contact on his front wheel, is able to save it, but it's forced him onto the grass. And that's pushed him right to the back of the field, almost. Seb up 10 places into 6th place already on the first lap. What a start. 5th place, he makes another overtake, getting past that Ferrari with the damaged wing. Oh, I think I see drops of rain. We have rain. And there are no intermediate tyres. You can already see water starting to pool at the pit exit. Perhaps. Or maybe that's a shimmer. But I'm not sure. There's definitely rain coming down. This is going to make things very interesting whether drivers come into pit or whether they stay out. What year was it? It was 2008, 2007, Lewis Hamilton winning the championship on the last lap thanks to his mate Timo Glock. Hashtag controversy. Seb into 4th now.
Keep it spun last one. Auto reset him to track. Scared of living daylights out of everyone.
So Seb into 4th now. A man on a mission. Whereas
He's got Big
Revo...
Al hitting for wets already.
Ooh, making the call. Well, he is a fair way back, so may as well gamble on it. It still looks very dry though. Thanks, Combat. Yes, 2008.
I think turn 1 was a bit slippery because I saw someone go wide.
And we have a yellow flag in Sector 2. I think that's BJ.
Yeah, BJ just spun it.
Seb slowly but surely closing in on Smitty at the moment. He's trying to get the job done on Shrimp. And Shrimp makes the move on Wahid. The two McLarens side by side. Smitty having a look at Wahid, not able to get the job. Shrimp, sorry, not able to get the job done. Oh, we have contact, and Smitty is into the wall, and he's out of this race. And we have a safety car.
There goes Big Al's.
Oh, we were on board with that. We saw that all unfold. The big snap oversteer sent him straight into the wall.
Would you say that's commentator's curse or just bad luck?
Oh, surely that's bad luck. I don't do that to people. I wouldn't do that. That's Kuno's job.
I'm bored of them.
So let's drop down quickly while the safety car's out. And how is Big Al going on these wets? Well, he's staying out. He is staying... Is he on wets?
Yeah, Big Al's on wets. He's losing back end, though.
Everybody else staying out.
Everyone having
oh yeah, sorry, yeah, no, I was just on board with Big Al. So we'll see what happens. What's Shrimp gonna do? He stays out.
He stays out. Oh, well, that's a late call.
Ooh, you can see the drivers. Oh, we have someone coming into the pits. Matsoid has made the call. Geordie, and a Ferrari as well.
Geordie combined. One more keeper. And we get Major, I think. No, Major stays out. No, Geordie goes on to another set of drive. Interesting.
Keeper and Matsoid on the wets.
Well,
and Geordie in combined put on dries.
Is it really thing to go on wets? It's not even raining that much.
Well, we've just gone on board now with Revo, and you can definitely see the water on the camera. So, I mean, it would probably be intermediate weather, but there is no intermediate tyre available, so you really kind of have to run the gauntlet. You're going to have to be cautious no matter what tyre you're on, really.
Shrimp almost went to the back of the safety car.
Oh, you don't want to do that. The safety car does not budge.
The safety car is so sore, it's in.
It's like the train in Grand Theft Auto. Does not stop.
I tried to stop it, you can't stop it.
Good question, Combat. The pit stops work as every driver actually has their own pit box. So you can't really be double stacking as such because the pits are so long. And they're just generic pit crew as well.
He's trying to go on to Seb. Oh, Podsie's pushing him through the corner.
side by side. Potsy forced out onto the grass.
Keeper's back in the lane. I think he's gone back. Yeah, he's gone back to dries.
Gee, that safety car really wasn't out long, was it?
It was 1 lap. No way, it didn't even do a lap. It was the lap it came out, went back in.
Yeah, I thought that was bizarre. Well, being at 25%, what, we can get one more?
Yeah, one more. 2 for 25s, and then 4 for 50.
Revo and Wahid side by side through the effective last corner. Potsy waiting to pounce. It does look like that rain is starting to come down a bit heavier now, and that track is starting to get a bit wetter. Oh, we're going to be 3 wide into turn 1. It looks like we will be.
Nah, Wahid pulled out.
Smart decision. Oh, it goes around.
He gets tapped from behind.
Oh.
He was tapped by Nut.
And we have a virtual safety car.
Yeah, Nut got 5 seconds for tapping Wahid. As we get Ali and Major in the pits.
So they've made the gamble onto the wets.
Combine collision with Wahid at the back. Oh, they both died. They're both retired. Okay. I think Combined and Wahid had an instant at turn 2 exit and took each other out.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, we jump up with Major and he's lost it. Spinning completely around. Taking a big cut there, but
not much you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got more people in pits. We got BJ, Keeper, and Geordie as he speaks.
So
yeah, most people are going to wets now.
So Matsoid the lead runner on the wet tyre.
That's if it gets wet.
You can see he's struggling with that, but you can definitely see there's enough water on that track now to be thrown up by those tyres.
I'd say everyone is in this lap for wets.
Well, let's just jump up with this lead at the moment because it is very intense. Very slow because there's no grip out there, but they're still pushing as hard as they can. Revo. Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it. He's spun off into the nether.
Oh, he almost hit the barrier.
He did well to keep it out of the wall. He's got to be careful on the rejoin of the Ferrari. The Ferrari goes around the outside. Like all the trailer park girls.
Revo's definitely on a pit now. It's way too wet to be on dry still.
Well,
no, leaders stay out.
There's still 10 laps remaining. Potsy coming into the pits. Revo stays out.
They're all staying out except Potsy.
Kunai has found himself in 5th place. Nut up into 4th.
I can't really tell how heavy it's raining at this point.
Seb and Revo again up 14 places. Kunai maintaining that 5th position throughout.
You can definitely see from Shrimp and Seb that they're struggling to keep it straight.
Yeah, it's definitely wet out there.
As soon as power's applied, they go on sidewards.
Oh, we have somebody off. Oh, there's contact with the Red Bulls as well. Lotus and Matsoid.
Shrimp and Seb are still they were going side by side. the 2 corners before second.
Oh, the Red Bulls come very close together.
Oh, Seb's in the wall.
Oh, there's a McLaren Revo. He's out of the race. He's hit the wall. Oh, that's almost right where Mark Webber had his big crash. And Alonso came through and collected the debris in the Jaguar. Oofed. Oofed. Revo. Oh, we have more contact at the back. Oh, there's carbon fibre all over this track. I'm surprised there's no safety car. There's absolute carnage. Oh, he's collected him! Major Payne has collected the crashed car. Oh, there definitely should be a safety car. I don't understand what Michael Massey's thinking.
The max limit's been hit.
Oh.
VSC counts as safety car.
Oh, wow. Major Payne, lucky.
That's great. Kuno went to... Kuno's on dryers again.
I mean, Major is lucky to still be in this race after that big hit. I would have thought that would be game over for sure.
Well,
someone,
Shrimp's
clip
off.
that, clip that.
Shrimp's off.
Oh no, Shrimp.
I just went on board.
Oh, there he is. He's obviously gone wide and he's into that fence.
He didn't go away, just lost under traction.
Oh, it's Melbourne 2002. They're dropping like flies. This weather really mixed things up at the moment. Yep, Seb coming in.
I think it was a bit late. He called it. Seb called it way too late.
Well, he does have a bit of a lead. He can still get some points. And if he's putting on the wet tyre, so...
Well, Matsoy's gamble works.
Yeah, Matsoy now leading the race. So, genius move there. 200 IQ play.
Thing is, when are we
got a
gonna
lead
get
of 11 seconds.
Thing is, when is Tier 1 gonna get a wet race like this? We haven't got one yet.
Well, it can take its time, in my opinion.
No, I wanted... We had quality, that's it. Pino's back in.
So Potsy all over the back of Harley at the moment. Lotus with a 3-second time penalty.
So far, one car of each team, manufacturer has DNF.
Yeah.
Two McLarens, two Ferraris, and one Renault. Oh, McLaren. Wait, Red Bull. You would think the Red Bull's good around here, yet some of these guys on the Ferrari are actually doing quite well.
Yeah, well, these cars are very track dependent. Because the Red Bull doesn't have great top speed, but it does have great overall downforce, so you can get away with running less wing. Whereas the McLaren's got really good top speed, but not so great through the corners, so it needs a bit more aero. Whereas the Ferrari, I've heard, is kind of average all round.
Ferrari just run default on, in my opinion.
So, where is the nearest gap? Well, it's kind of Geordie.
Nowhere.
Geordie and Ali, they're pretty close at the moment. Geordie on 1 lap, fresher tyres. But now being wet, you know, it was, as we've seen, it was difficult to make overtakes in the dry, let alone in the wet. But then again, applying that pressure, it's easier to get people unstuck.
Now, PJ and Major had an incident, the same spot as Revo did.
Let's see. Well, Kunai is going to be the next car to come around that spot. It looks like there's 2 cars there.
Yeah, there's 2 cars. Oh, they both hit the wall. They hit the outside wall and rolled to the other side of the track.
So BJ gets caught up in that as well. That leaves us with 10 runners. So all you need to do is get to the end and you're in the points.
Well, got some information on Revo's accident. His wheel disconnected in the corner.
Oh, the last place you want that to disconnect.
That's just unlucky.
So Geordie has now closed up to the back of Ali. Let's see what he can make happen.
I think the Ferrari is a lot better in the wet than the Red Bull at this point, because Red Bulls are losing time to Ferrari. Potsy has gained on that side, so has Geordie on Ali.
Ooh, Ali getting a little bit tail happy there. The rain still coming down, so you would assume the wet tyres would be just getting better and better. And the driver's getting more confident with each lap that passes. He's got a good toe here. He's having a look up the inside, but no. Falls back in line. Lap 15 of 18. Whoa! The Ferrari of Geordie. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Geordie's stepping out there, and Seb makes the move. The tiniest of mistakes opened the door for Seb, and he pounced. Big Al still behind Lotus. But now, what can Seb do? In 4th place, 1.2 behind Ali. I wish they made the rooster tails a bit more realistic. He's having a look. He's forced to the outside, taking a wider line as possible, but he gets that place easily. 2 laps to go. 3.8 seconds the gap now to Potsy, as Seb is only looking ahead. And he's got himself onto the podium. Drop down with Big Al. Getting ever closer to the back of Lotus. But he needs to stay with him through these slower corners so he can have a proper run at him all the way down into turn 1. He has a look up the inside, but thinks better of it. Geordie has now caught up to Ali. Big Al has dropped off the back of Lotus, so we'll jump up with this. He's only 2/10 behind him. Oh, he's got very wide. Oh, very tail happy. Able to save it though, but he's lost a lot of time. That was a bit of a squeaky bum moment. Seb's brought that gap down to 2.7, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to mount a real challenge to Potsy. As Matzoid starts the last lap with a 1.3 second lead over Potsy. Geordie losing a lot of time through turn 1 and 2. He was right up the back of Ali. Potsy half a second.
Already had a moment of oversteer.
Can Matzoid hold on for the last sector? Potsy trying to size him up, trying to put him under pressure, force that mistake in these conditions. Matzoid going defensive. It's gonna be a sprint down to the finish.
I think Potsy's got him. Yeah, Potsy has him on straight.
Oh, he's got a run on him. It's going to be very close. It's going to be so close. Oh, I don't know who won. My timing screens are telling me Matzoid, but oh my goodness, that couldn't have been any closer. Oh, what an angle to get that on. Oh.
Look how close Seb got as well.
Yeah, wow. That is absolutely amazing finish. Lotus comes across the line in 6th place. Nut 7th. Big Al 8th. Keeper already finished in 9th, and Kunai in the point in 10th place. But how about that finish? I've never seen anything like it. I'd love to see these gaps. Oh. Whew. I reckon it'll be 2 1,000ths, I reckon.
Nah, 0.001.
No, is that your guess or is?
No, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Whew. Just watching the podium celebrations at the moment. Matzoid holding on. Just taking that victory. You can see there's the gap. 1 1,000th of a second. What a close finish. Seb only half a tenth behind them in 3rd. Just missing out on the podium was Ali, followed by Geordie, Lotus, Nut, Big Al, Keeper, and Kunai 0, taking out the last point and the last of the finishes. Then we had Major Payne, BJ, Shrimp, Revo, Wahid combined, and Smitty rounding out the results there. Whew, what a finish, what a race. Oh, I hope that sets the bar for this weekend's, well, Sunday's race in Tier 1 and Tier 2, because that was just epic. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah, so Tier 1 race starts this Sunday at 7:15 and Melbourne time. Tier 2 starts at 9 o'clock Sunday, so short break in between the two tiers. I'll be there racing. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been Bandcamp. Tonight's been Apollo Pepsi joining me, and we will see you on Sunday.